Hey guys, and welcome to game number 57 of my 100 game rematch series against the AI-powered Scrabble BestBot. Now before I jump into discussing my rack, it is worth mentioning that I'm using a different Google's interface today. As you guys can see, I've switched from the light mode to the dark mode. Two reasons for that. Number one, some of my viewers had expressed a preference for it and were asking that I try it out. And number two, I recently got a new computer and I switched from Mac to Windows. I feel the dark mode looks a little bit better on the Windows graphics, which display Google's slightly differently than the Mac graphics. So those are the main reasons I've switched. If you guys prefer the light mode and want me to go back, definitely let me know in the comments, and I will gladly revert once I see the comments and start recording new videos. So if everybody hates the dark mode, I do apologize. It'll only stay for a couple videos though, I promise. So like I said, just let me know what you think. Anyway, back to the task at hand here, Scrabble. IJOSTWY to start off, joist for 40 probably. Could play Jow or Joy holding the S. But to keep ISTW or ISTY, having the W or the Y really impacts my bingo percentage anyway, so I think I would rather just grab the extra 14 points and play this. WY is actually not as bad as it seems because the tiles go fairly well together for scoring. And I draw two more S's. Okay, interesting. Not exactly what I was expecting, but I'll certainly take it. DENSSWY as we await the bot's next decision. But I guess while the bot is thinking, I will mention that my old computer, the Mac I was using for a while, died, and that is why I switched to Windows. It was the second Mac computer I'd actually had that died simply after just trying to push through an operating system update. And like I said, after that happened for the second time, it was unable to be fixed. I decided that I would try Windows instead, and hopefully, since Windows doesn't upgrade as often, I wouldn't have those issues, so hopefully this will be a better experience for me. But anyway, bot opens with Cotia. That is Mac's rant of the week, I guess you could say, against Apple computers there. A fairly brief one, but still a rant nonetheless, at least by my standards. And, alright, thinking I might want to play the word wins here, W-Y-N-D-S. Unfortunately, W-A not a word, so I can't play it here. Cotia does take an S. I think it used to not take an S, and it just got added. The S hook just got added, so I could play something there. I'm not sure what. I guess I could do this, actually. That's 34. Does open the W there, so it's a little risky, but might not be crazy. EDS is obviously a great leave. Maybe Downey here. That's probably more sensible. Yeah, ESS. I don't mind keeping both S's, especially with joist still there. Yeah, that's probably better. It's just a lot safer. Could also play wins and joists. That's fine. 27 points. Gives back another scoring spot above the W. I think I prefer Downey. It's 5 more. I mean, the second S is still not bad. Like, the second S isn't as valuable as the first one, but it's not as if 2 S's is bad. It's actually still usually better to have 2 S's than 1. It's just that the added utility of the second S is less than that of the first S. But yeah, I think I like Downey here. Looks pretty solid. I'm going to do it. All right, I have Tigress. So I will be bingoing next turn. I can play it with joists, or if that gets blocked... Oh, banjoist! Okay. I forgot about that as a possibility. Not that I had it, but that is cool. Not banjoist. Banjoist, of course. Always cool to see extensions where you have to change the pronunciation. So I guess banjoists and tigress is going to be the play. Gorsiist through the O, but that's going to be considerably less points, especially now that I'll get extra for the ban. Yeah, tigress here, I think, I guess it's 1 more point if I play it here. But I don't think it's prudent, because this puts the I right below the double letter, so that's going to give back a lot more scoring plays. So I'm going to play tigress over here. Alright, looks like a pretty good draw. Outfires doesn't quite fit, unfortunately. Through the R, nor does Faustier, so might not be bingoing here, but maybe I will be, depending on what the bot opens. If I don't bingo, I'll probably try to get rid of FU or FOU, something like that, to keep a good leave and hopefully bingo on my next turn. Plenty of space left on this board. Obviously, the B and the A and banjoists on the top are wide open for bingos, several of the letters in tigress. It's pretty tough to play a 7 on this board, but lots of lines for 8s. You know what I could actually do? I just saw this. I could play Outfires here for 44. It's not a bingo. It's a double-double through 2 disconnected tiles, but that's probably worth it. I mean, I don't see myself getting anywhere near 44 points by other means. At least, as the board currently stands. Obviously, we have to wait and see what BestBot does. But yeah, I mean, that's 44. That's got to be worth it. It is the last S that's worth mentioning. Yeah, I've gotten all of the S's early in this game, and I already have the last one. So that does make it a little bit more valuable than it might otherwise be. But if I can get 44 points, and I don't even know what my next best play is going to be. F here is horrible. I mean, IOUST is not even that good, and it's 16 less. Easily better to play out fires. There's just nowhere good to play off FOU or FU here. I mean, Fug here, like, I'm not going to do that. Yes, the last S is valuable, but it's not worth an extra 20 or 30 points. Definitely not. BestBot really taken a while here. It's taken almost 2 minutes of its time up to this point, so hopefully it comes to a decision soon, but we will see. Yeah, interesting. BestBot doesn't usually take quite this much time early on. It tends to be more in the endgame or pre-endgame stages. So you'll see BestBot take a minute. Okay, there it goes, but rarely over 2. Broom is the play for 18, which does unfortunately block out fires and doesn't really give me a whole lot back. So that's going to complicate my play a little bit. I still am really not dying to play F here and keep IOU on my rack. I feel like there's just got to be something better than that. I'm not going to play Fugios, though, and get rid of the S. That doesn't seem smart. Fug is probably too big a point sacrifice. Yeah, I mean, this board is also not all that great for bingoing right now, so to give up 18 doesn't seem worth it. Tofu? I mean, again, I'm only scoring 7. Like, I guess the nice thing about this, too, is I have the T for F as well as the S. And there's only 2 T's left, 1 F for EFF. But the spot generally goes well with my rack. Outfit? Maybe that. That's too risky. I don't think I want to do that, especially with the lead. But outfit here, though, maybe. 13 points? What's nice about this play, guys, is it sets up an S hook for outfits. I have the last S. Is it worth giving up 14? That's a lot of points. ES is a heck of a lot better than IOUST. I like what this does for the board. Like I said, it stops some bingos from the T and maybe from the N and Downy or the S and Banjoists. It does give back a new T with outfit, I guess, but if the bot bingos from that T, it's going to give me a whole lot of counterplay. Setting up the outfits hook could have a lot of long-term benefits for me, having the last S. I'm kind of leaning towards that. It is a big point sacrifice, I know, but EF is just... Like, if you guys have been watching my channel for a while, you know how much I hate with a passion 2-tile plays that keep mediocre 5-tile leaves. Like, I just hate them. I would so much rather turn over more tiles and keep a good leave and get more chances at the blanks or something good. Like, it's 15 more points. I know that's a lot. But I'm telling you, IOSTU is just not that good. Like, you're not bingoing that often, and when you don't bingo, you're probably going to score like 12. I think I'm going to play outfit. It's definitely a non-standard play, but I firmly do think it's better than F. I really do. If I could play FOU somewhere decent, I would consider it. This play is probably not going to be anywhere on equity, just because playing Tofu is probably even better to keep EIST together, but I think on this board it's more important to play off a couple more tiles and set up my last S like this. I'm doing it. Spetzel with an L. But like, see, that's the nice thing about outfit. I got the Z, which is a good tile here. I have a lead. Scoring tiles are generally good with a lead, and I'm going to have Zep here for almost 50, assuming that stays open, which is a great play. Oh, the L is not in the right spot for Spetzel. That's a shame. Woggle, not Woogle. It's worth mentioning. Alright. Bot foils my play yet again, so I have to think. Yeah, I don't have anything all that great here with Spetzel blocked. I'm not going to play Zeps and Woggles, I don't think. I mean, burns my S and it gives back easy plays. I guess I could just play Za, actually. Yeah, it's funny. I didn't even see that at first. Yeah, I guess I'd probably just play Za here, right? Seems fine. It's got to be better than Lays through the A. Yeah, and this is a 2-tile play, but EEPST is much better than IOUST, and at least I keep the P, right? So I'm not keeping 5 1-pointers. I should be able to score next turn if I don't bingo. Yeah, I think his out looks fine here. This is a 2-tile play I don't mind so much. Toe plates through the AT. Anything else? Petioles, not gonna fit. No 7s. Nothing through an A or a B. Nothing through an L or an E, I don't think. So I think toe plates is actually the only playable bingo as it stands. So hoping that finally the bot doesn't block my play on a turn and I get it down, but we will see what it has in mind. Trade 2. Okay, interesting. I was going to say, I'm also close to like outfitters here, but obviously I'm going to take my bingo for 69. That really puts me in good shape, although the bot did just trade 2, so I would not be at all surprised to see a bingo come down. There it goes, Brickier for 110 points. Wow, okay. One of the blanks is gone. All of the S's are gone. EEFHILU is my draw. It's mediocre, not great, but not horrible. Looking at fuel for 29, keeping EIH, which is a pretty solid leave. I like the H here. Can't end in an H there and get big points. Anything next to the S in toe plates? No, I don't think so. I'd need a 5 starting with a vowel or a 6 going consonant vowel. I don't see either of those. Yeah, fuel looks pretty good here. I'm doing it. Henneken. Oh, it fits through this E. Wow, let's go. Actually, it can be spelled either of 2 ways, right? This is good, and this is also good. That would be pretty cool to get down. This is probably better. The I is harder to underlap than the E. Let's go. Bam. It's still not over, though, guys, because there's still a blank, plenty of bingo lines, and I'm up 98. See? What did I tell you? It's not over. It's turning into a great game, actually. I got all the S's, but the bot gets down 2 blank bingos for a combined 204 points. Brickier for 110, Hydrant for 94. Unseen Pool is vowel heavy, but pretty strong for bingos. And I have to be careful about getting outscored. I think I gotta just play a Veil. I mean, this at least should ensure I win this game if BestBot doesn't bingo. I guess the other option I could consider, because there aren't a lot of scoring tiles. I mean, do I dare play Gavial for 24? Yeah, I mean, that doesn't even really stop a ton of bingos, because I'm worried about bingos like with DAH or PAH or something, AAH even. Like, a lot of bingos were going to fit there. I mean, Gavial does give back the L column. It's a little bit tougher, because now you have to go consonant vowel, but a lot of bingos are still going to fit. Like, I mean, Padrone, Detrain, plenty of stuff still fits. And it's possible probably after Gavial. I mean, is it like if the bot plays Depone or something in the bottom left, could it get outrun? So Gavial's 24. I mean, yeah, Depone is 41 points. I'd be down 13. So Gavial leaves 3 in the bag after Depone. Bot would have 4. Yeah, if the bot has 4 and it's going out after Depone, I could probably lose, depending on what I draw. It would be close. I think it's possible. Yeah, there's also stuff with woggled. I believe woggle is a verb. Yeah, I think I gotta take the points here, guys. I don't want to lose this. I want to at least force BestBot to bingo again. It's like there are a lot of good bingo tiles, but with all those vowels, it's not as likely as you think that BestBot is going to bingo. BestBot's pretty likely to have 4 or 5 vowels, which is going to make it tougher. 5 vowels probably makes it borderline impossible with that pool. And Veil does open that L, too. The L is not that easy to start with, honestly. Like, L's are deceptively tough to bingo from. And I think I need those 38 points. Again, like, I don't want to lose this game without a bingo, without BestBot bingoing. And this should more or less lock it up in that case. I'm doing it. I just want to make sure I'm not missing a higher scoring play. I mean, there's Amiga, but Veil has to be better. Yeah, GM is actually a good leave with this pool, too. Okay. Please don't bingo with something like Perinia. Really? Really? Emptying the bag? Wow. I'm very curious to see what the bot had to make such a play like that. That's surprising that it would empty like that so quickly. Interesting. In any case, ADEINR, re-nailed is the only thing through an L. That's not going to fit. There's no room to play from the T and outfit because Henneken gets in the way. There's definitely nothing through an E. There's no 7. Like, that's a rack that comes up so often. I'm 100% sure there's no 7. So yeah, I just need to, like, go out in 2 here. I'm like 98% sure woggle is a verb. I'm not going to risk it, like, just in case. Like, my best plays might involve playing there. But just in case somehow woggled is not good and I'm misremembering, I'll let the bot have it. Like, as long as I go out in 2, that's fine. I mean, mooted is fine. I mean, let's see if I can optimize a little bit. Like, mood here even. Let me just be... Yeah, I gotta be careful here, though, guys. It's like deadener, endeared. Just make sure you're not giving back re-denied. Yeah, that's dicey. I don't think I am, but you just gotta be careful if you're gonna do that. I mean, maybe I can just... Yeah, I mean, if I just play, like, mooted and then thread and aga, that's probably fine. Yeah, I mean, the bot will probably play there, assuming woggled is good, like I said, which I'm pretty sure it is. So then what's my backup out with AG? I mean, I can obviously go out. But yeah, that's probably not my optimal sequence, I wouldn't think. But it certainly is going to be good enough for a win. So do I really want to spend 7 minutes trying to get every last spread point? Probably not, honestly. I don't think you guys want to sit here while I try to anyway. So, yeah, I'm just going to play mooted. Oh, wait, maybe, is it possible woggled is not good? Huh, I would have thought the bot would play there. Now I'm wondering if woggled isn't good. Well, if it isn't, I'm very glad I didn't play it. We'll find out. I thought it was a verb. Well, I'm going to go out with aga. Why is my keyboard not working? There we go. Okay. 459, 405. Good game. Lots of fun words there. Banjoist, toe plates is a 9, Henneken, brickier, hydrant. That was a fun game. Let's take a little look here at the analysis. I think joist is clearly correct. Yeah, like I said, you could play Jow saving the S. It's not worth it for 14, especially since saving the Y hurts that leave a lot since you're less likely to bingo. Kotiha over Jabo. Sure, I mean, it's close. The B is definitely worse than the C, but keeping the C comes at a cost of 2 points and also an extra vowel, so I'm fine with this. Wins, yeah, I could believe slightly higher on equity here. DES is probably comparable to, if not maybe slightly better than ESS, but I like Downey here for the better defense. Saves the 2 S's for Joyce. I think it's much more reasonable. Banjoist, nice extension. Yep, I saw Tigress here. Made the conscious decision to not play it there, to be a little bit safer. I think that's totally fine. Broom, okay. Interesting. Yeah, there's just a lot of mediocre options here for the bot. Blog seems a little bit reckless. Glamour for 15. Yeah, there's Broom. I might have gone with Groom. I mean, the B goes pretty well with the L and the R. The G isn't terrible with them, but the B is a little bit better. I don't know. Tough call for the bot. As I figured, my play doesn't come up on static. Yeah, F for 28 is the runaway equity winner. I mean, like, it's fine, I guess. I just, like I said, I hate making those kind of plays because iOS to you, on this board, there really are no lines for 7s. There's no good floaters for me. Floating T's are bad. Floating I is bad. And if I don't hit a bingo, I'm just, like, stuck in one-pointerville. And I hate being stuck in one-pointerville because then it's like you're just trying to either fish with a rack that's not that good, or you're just having to blow everything up and then you feel silly. I don't know. F is fine. Like, it's not a bad play. I used to make these kind of plays all the time, and I feel like I would always regret it. Like, I hate making these kind of plays. Maybe I took that hatred a little bit too far here. I'm not playing outfit here for 17 with a lead. No way. That's reckless. Tofu here also feels a little bit reckless. There's a Q and an X still left. This is reasonable, actually, too. Yeah, that sets up the S. I can get behind that play. Blocks the B, sets up the S. I can live with that. I still think outfit is fine, though, honestly. Like I said, it closes up some space in the middle of the board. Blocks the X-bomb under Tigress if the bot maybe picked that up. sets up an S hook as well. I think my play's fine. Maybe not optimal, but I think it's fine. I had a good logic behind it. Okay, woggle. Za looks good. Yeah, no reason to float the Z here. Za is a good play. But trades, that's definitely correct. Yeah, this is a heads-up exchange by BestBot. Keeping CK, there's so much stuff that hits from the B. I mean, as we saw, brickier brackets, there's so much. That's easily the best exchange. Very good play by the bot. Toe plates only bingo. That was nice. Brickier for 110. Fuel looks best by a lot. Some straightforward plays there. Exuvia looks, yeah, I mean, it's just so much better than anything else. On equity, you got to do it. RY is not a bad leave. Hennekin this way. Like I said, I think it's better to play it with the IN just because it's a little harder to play under the I with a consonant. Hydrant, yeah, just a bunch of fireworks this game. Avail, oh, I missed Gamely somewhere. Where is that going? Wow. That's hard to see. I didn't even think about Exhibit. That's probably the play because that blocks a lot of bingos too. Goodness. Yeah, and that's 35. That probably out. It also leaves 4 in the bag, which is probably better because the bot's high-scoring plays like Deep Pwn, or if it plays something with Woggled, which again we'll see, but I still think is good. Those kind of plays would then empty the bag and leave the bot with more on its rack, which makes it less likely to go out. Now the V is not amazing, but given that the pool is Val heavy, I think it'll be tractable. Yeah, this is a standout best play. There's also Ainville here for 31, which I think Avail is better than. But yeah, gamely, that's really tough to see. Multiple hooks in both directions there. Yeah, I mean, I should have still seen it. I had plenty of time, and that's, I think, is a sizable mistake. Because, yeah, there are enough, like I said, the pool is Val heavy. It's not as strong as it might look at first glance, but there are enough bingos that would play down the M column for the bot after Avail that most likely almost certainly would win the game. So, yeah, gamely would have been better here. Definitely a misstep on my part. Luckily, yeah, so the bot had a bunch of... So I guess is Woggled not good? Because Ed, let's see. Yeah, Woggled is not good. Wow, I was so sure that it was. It's just a noun. It's a ring through which a scout's neckerchief is threaded. Interesting. So that explains why the bot didn't play Woggled. Okay. Well, I'm very glad now I didn't try it in the end game. And yeah, that's why, especially against BestBot, if you don't need to, if you can avoid trying a word you're not positive of, it's better to. Yeah, I mean, now that I'm thinking of it, woggling doesn't really sound like a word either. So, I don't know what I was, I mean, waggle is definitely a verb. I don't know. But in any case, like I said, to be clear, woggle is not a verb. It is a noun. So, woggled, not good. That probably doesn't really change much on my previous turn. If anything, it might make gamely even better because that means I don't have to worry about partially obstructing threats down there. But yeah, so the bot it doesn't play Epi here. I guess because it just thinks it's never winning in the end game, and it probably thinks that because it actually won't. I mean, it's going to be down 15 in the tempo. There's nowhere left to bingo. I mean, does Epi here really ever win? I guess. I mean, if you draw something from the L and through the E, I can probably block both by just playing a long enough word or playing through this U. Maybe you could still draw something down the M column. Like, I'm trying to think if you draw like trained, I guess that'll do it. I mean, yeah, if it has trained with retained on the bottom. I mean, can I still not block with like some overlap down the M column though? Like hypothetically, right, that would be one of the best possible draws. It draws A, N, R, T. I have A, D, E, G, M, O, O. I mean, I can just play like something here, right, down the M column. It doesn't have anything from the I or the L, daintier and nothing that doesn't fit. Yeah, there's probably some draw here the bot sees that wins, but it's going to need to hit something like from the L and on the right. Let's think. So what could it... It's hard to bingo from that L. I have to say. Laminate doesn't work. That D, too. It's... Lariated? Iridate? Well, Lariated and Irradiate can both get blocked. Right? If it draws A-A-R-T? Then I just play like Mungo. Iridate, Radiate, Tiara'd. Those don't fit on the right either. And I think I can still block it, so not quite. There's got to be something here. I want to find it. Not lariated. Tailored, no, doesn't fit. What else even? It's got to be something from the L, because anything, it's just too easy for, again, the bag's going to be empty. That's what I don't like about this play. I mean, it might still be best, but by emptying the bag, you just allow me to block both things at once if I'm able to. All right, I finally think I figured it out. Lingered, maybe, is what it's going for. EGNR. It draws lingered, and then it can play reading and raw, REEDING. And there's no way for me to block both. So if it draws EGNR out of the bag, it wins. Is that the only possible draw? Maybe? There might be something else. I'm not going to spend a lot of time trying to figure that out here. The odds of that would be slim. EGNR only happens 1 out of... What is 11 choose 4? That's a number that's so large that I don't even know. I know that 10 choose 3 is 120 and 9 choose 2 is 36. I don't know 11 choose 4 off the top of my head, but let's think. So it's 11 times 10 times 9 times 8, or 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. The 4 and the 2 cancel the 8, so it's 11 times 10 times 9 over 3. So it's 11 times 10 times 3. That's 330. That does sound vaguely familiar. All right, so 1 in 330 it hits Linger. That's pretty bad. Maybe there's some other win. If you guys see it, let me know. I'm not going to spend more time looking for it right now. But yeah, mooted looks fine. And that's the win. So good game, 459-405. Pretty well played overall. Glad we came away with the victory and didn't phony with Woggled. That would have been embarrassing. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Really appreciate all your support. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you all soon for the next one. Bye-bye.